Hello, Cosmo World. We're going to talk about friendly plastic. You might have seen this sold with Warble Up. It's because it's made with a similar plastic. It's not like this plastic. You guys know the deal, right? I've ranted about this before, but this is just use of friendly plastic on its own. So it's sold as something to make decorative things and jewelry, and there's actually a picture of a piece of hardware, like a joint. Which is interesting because guess what I use it for? Hardware and joints. That's kind of crazy that they included that. Yeah, so they know that it's really strong. Cool. It's not just they didn't just acknowledge the craft uses for this. Now, it's sold to crafters for sculpting, and it comes in these little beads. These are low temperature thermoplastics, and so you heat them up and melt them together. We're going to be demonstrating that obviously in a few moments. Bam, let's get a few of them out there just to melt together and demonstrate. It comes in a tube. It also comes in this container. I have them both. We are going to be well, it's stuck to there's some stuck to the side. Alright. Now these little bits of plastic are a tiny bit hard to deal with, but they help you control the amount of plastic you want to use in any particular project. Let me get my heat gun. Oh, here we go. So you can use hot water to heat them up, but because the heat gun's a tiny bit quicker, and because I like to use a heat gun, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to have to corral these beads because the fan is going to kick them around, and they're going to try to escape. Let's make a corral here so that they can't really go too far. Yeah. Okay, the corral is not good enough. So all I'm looking to do right now is ball them up. They're way more manageable when they're in a ball, and they can't like roll everywhere. Also, if I can hold on to them, that'd be amazing too. Stay together, guys. All I need to do is get the surface to be a little bit shiny. That means that they are sticky. Once the surface is shiny, they will start to stick together, and hopefully I don't need to. You guys are just like cats. No listening powers at all. The worst. Alright, here we go. And they're kind of stuck together. There's a few loose ones. Got it. Got them. I prefer not to use the water because I don't want any kind of pockets of water. I know it's totally avoidable, but it happens and it's annoying. Okay, damn it, these weren't sticky enough. So we're going to stick them together better. Now what I'm looking to do is get a little nubbin of plastic like this. And I'm going to heat up the surface. I don't necessarily need to heat the entire thing completely through. It will bake completely through, but it's not necessarily what I'm looking to do. If I could just pull some plastic off the surface, that's just fine with me. That's cool. I can deal with that. And can I heat some of these up into more of a stay together, be friends ball? Be friends. Be good friends. And bam, they're stuck on. And this is a bit more manageable. I'm just going to demonstrate. It isn't particularly hot. It holds heat for a considerable amount of time. As far as the workability, when it's semi-transparent, that's kind of where I like to make them. Where it's semi-transparent, it's less sticky and less stretchy. It can kind of still hold its own shape, but it's still malleable. That's the best time I feel I have when I'm working this plastic. And my primary use for them is, guess what? Custom hardware. So I got some BS weird custom hardware on these leather pieces. They don't support weight. These ones don't support weight, but this one does. And as indicated by actually the advertisement on the thing, it's pretty strong. It's much stronger than my PVC foam sheet. It's maybe a little. It's more easily used than say metal, and it has some of the strengths and some of the strengths of that. These I need to work on to make them a little bit more uniform, but these are just kind of rings that will sit underneath. If I have to fill a imperfection that needs to be strengthened, I will use this as a filler when a particular section is under stress. It will compensate and it'll bind the pieces together, assuming that it has to physically be sticking them together, right? Obviously, it becomes white. The surface, if you want it to be paintable, you need to sand it. Unfortunately, it's pretty glassy. When you're working with it, you can leave fingerprints. It will pick up the details. You can do sculpting and find anything you can do as far as molds are concerned. Any mold that's resistant to heat will take these, and you can work with it and get some very, very fine casting out of it. However, it's a bit expensive for its comparative materials, and it's not as easy to work with as some of the other ones as far as sculpting is concerned. Because it's heat sensitive, you have to maintain that heat in order to maintain the sculptability, and that time isn't always there for you to get the details you want. But you can do it. It's a bit more work. Obviously, what I like about it, it's goddamn strong. I don't need to worry about it breaking. Things that I would have to bake out of, like, say, Sculpted or Fimo or some other kind of clays would never be able to hold up. This will be just fine. Don't need to worry about it. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm like, did I manage to break it somehow? No, it just was, it hit the roller. Oh well. So there's your basics to work with it. If you want to do sculpting with this, that's just fine. That's how it's supposed to be, or that's what's sold to be used. That's not exactly how I use it. It becomes very, very expensive at large volumes. Like this is, I believe, this container is about, was it like $40? It's not exactly cheap as far as your sculpting materials go. So I try to use it as sparing as possible, and where it's actually necessary to use. So I'm actually going to be experimenting with a new material for metal casting. I will not elaborate on that, but I will tease you with the idea of being able to metal cast at home extremely easily, and with very little buying of tools. Working with metals involves a lot of investment in different sets of tools, which I don't have. Well, I'll leave you with that. I have examples for this tutorial this time around. So hey, awesome! Showing off me actually using it. Oh well, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Good times to all. Hey, looks like you made it all the way to the end. If you're interested in more new tutorials, con coverage, and other cosplay shenanigans every week, hit that sub button to get it delivered hot and fresh to you.